Hello and welcome to another episode of Forest Forever. We're pretty much now at the end of the season. We have three big games left, and boy oh boy, this is a very close race for promotion. So as we knew, it was Norwich, us, Brentford, and Bournemouth in the running for automatic promotion, and it's kind of spread a little bit. Norwich pretty much just need like one, maybe two solid results, and they're 100% up. Bournemouth, it's unlikely they're going to win now, so it's pretty much a three-horse race. But everyone needs to perform now, otherwise they're not going to go up automatically. And with the playoffs, you never know. It'll end up being like Middlesbrough or Derby as someone who goes up, because I mean that's the beauty of knockout football. As a quick update for the team, we've had Luke Freeman out for the past couple of weeks now, who's going to be injured for the rest of the season until his loan deal is done. It's not like I can terminate the loan because he's out of the window, so we've had to be paying his wages. It is what it is. It's sad to see him end his season because he was the top assists maker in the league. Lewis Graben's fighting viciously for that top goal scorer of the league. Here's the top goal scorer situation at the moment. It's a two-horse race with 3 games left between Adam Armstrong and Lewis Graben. It's like one game difference here, and aside from that, he's not had all the game time that Adam Armstrong's had. He's had 6 substitute appearances compared to his 1, and he's played 1 whole game extra. But I'm going to back Grabs because he's been scoring. I think he's scored in the past 3 games. I think as a team we've scored like in the last 17, 18 games, which is nice. At least goals are flowing for us, and we're starting to close games out pretty well now. Looking into the schedule, last time we was together was the Norwich Brentford games, which I said could be pivotal, and maybe this 2 points here would have been big for us. Um, so we started off against Cardiff, 1-0 win, nice. QPR, 2-0 win, lovely. Unfortunately, we lost out right in the end to Bristol. It's a game we should have won. We actually had a lot of shots, but their goalkeeper was in inspired form, and we was just very sloppy and turned off in the last few minutes of the game to concede the third goal. That also could be a pivotal game for our automatic promotion, maybe even for the title. Then we went to Huddersfield, redeemed ourselves 2-0, and then we had a nice 3-0 win at Birmingham. And as I was mentioning, Graben scored in the past few games. He scored here, this one as well. Joe Lolly started turning up for us. He's got 2 in this one. And then Yukinari Sugawara got his first goal for us, which is huge. Gets him off to a nice little start to his career at Nottingham Forest. Due to Freeman's injury, as I was mentioning a little bit earlier, we've now decided to promote Ronan Burke, who is one of our youth candidates. So he's now become the youngest player to play for Nottingham Forest in history, in the game at least. And his potential is fantastic, and he's probably the best winger we've got outside of like the initial bubble. So because Lyle Taylor was also injured for a little bit and then went straight on international duty, it was like 3 weeks without Taylor. So we needed a backup, and then what we'd do is we'd chuck Burke on, and then we'd either have Bermejo or Joe Lolly on the left hand side. As we don't really want to play Burke out of position, we'd rather just give him the comfort and let him keep going forward. I mean, he's very quick, and hopefully he does the old tactic of 10-year-old who knows they're quicker than the other guy and takes 2 touches from box to box, smashing it ahead and bombing it down. And this face is very old for a 16-year-old. But yeah, I am using the Zealand regen face pack for all the regens that I've got, so that's nice. At least there's like a face of the name now, even though they're all pretty much 15, 16-year-olds with bigger beards than me. In terms of all the youth candidates that we got in, all the solid ones have been retained, and they're looking pretty good, to be honest. Ian Deasy, I think, was like a 3.5 star, and now he's like a 4 star. And he's also played under 23 games consistently, because I've decided to withdraw Jordan Smith, who's our backup goalkeeper, just keep him on the bench, let this guy have some game time, because he looks like he could be real good for us in the future. And he's put in some good performances for the under 23s. One other thing is that we might be getting Jesus Perez, who I believe was Mauricio Pochettino's right hand man. We're going to pretty much stay with the same kind of squad we've been going with because I've been trying to manage the players, keep them fit. We should be fine with the main team. We've got 3 games left, and I think we've got this one and the next game, which is like a few days apart. But aside from that, the last game is like a week difference. So we should be able to field our best team almost every single game here. Maybe with like 1 or 2 exceptions. Also, another thing, which I always seem to forget everything, but we have Scott McKenna, who's been injured for like the past 4 weeks or something. So Umbeso has been playing in his position, and he's not been doing a bad job. Come on, boys. The touchline tablet's been all changed now as well for the scores and the table because it's that time of the season where everything changes. It's unlucky. Very unlucky. Norwich are winning. Hopefully QPR can do a job. I think they're fighting relegation, so Barnsley are the only team so far which are confirmed as relegated. Brentford-Bournemouth is also a very big clash. If they draw, it gives us breathing room. Lovely stuff. Let's get some shouting going. I thought that was going to be a penalty then. They're dominating us here. Or at least on the highlights. I'm not liking this at all. Norwich 2-0 up now. Well, they have been since the 6th minute. Also, similarly to Borg, Almeida, who's been the guy that we trained to play Register, has been doing a lot of like assists of the assist, which is nice to see. So he's starting to pull strings way more. Oh no, but Mayo has been injured. You know who's going to come on? It's going to be the youngster. I think I'm going to bring the youngster on. I hope it's not a long injury. Can it tell us? Groin injury. I have no idea how long a groin injury is. Ronan, you could seal yourself in a bit of history here, son. I just hope Arthur doesn't get a red card. And hopefully QPR can get another goal. If they can draw and we can snag a win, we'll be fine. Grabs. Oh, fuck's sake, come on. It's 3-1 now for Norwich. We need a win. We need to stay with them. It's nice to see Grabban as a pressing forward and he's just stood there hands on hips. Round the keeper. 28th goal of the season. That's like, what, I think 26th now in the league. So he should be tied if the guy from Blackburn hasn't scored. And he should get the award if it's tied because he's played less games. Never mind, he's ahead of him now. Come on, Grabs. Let's get some subs. Let's start resting now. Figueiredo's always tired. Ribeiro's always tired, so let's get him off. Let's bring Almeida off for Jack Colback. We'll put him as a ball winning. Defence. Ryan as box to box. Harry Arter as DLP. Let's keep him on. I've got to keep him on. We're going to bring Bork over here and bring Lyle Taylor on because I don't want to take him off. He's just come on. It's a bit unfair. In fact, no, I'm going to... This is tough. I think we're just going to go 2 box to box. And that's all of our subs. This is not good. I've never used a focused shout. Oh, there we go. 3-1. A little roly-poly on him. Norwich have absolutely ran away with their game as well. Just unlucky. Bork, he's a nice guy. You know what? I like seeing that he's passed across goal there. It's a very ratty way to score, but I like it. I like his thinking. I want teamwork. And that's a hat-trick. Oh, he's offside. Just unlucky. That'd have been a lovely little hattie. Like a 6-minute hat-trick, would it have been? Yeah, 6-minute hat-trick it would have been. Big unluck. Good win. We'll take that, though. Well done, boys. Good job. And I'm glad that Ronan Bork was able to play in such a big game, fighting for the title. Because it shows he's going to have some composure. And it means I'll probably start him next game, to be honest, because he's played well. Bournemouth-Brentford. That's the result we wanted, because Brentford were the ones closer to us. But what I'll do now is I'll see you into the next game. So here we go for the Sheffield Wednesday game. This game, if we win this, and I think it said something about goal difference, then we are promoted 100%. Hopefully, we can catch up to Norwich. They lose, because then we have a chance for the title. Oh, I didn't even realise that Norwich had played earlier. Norwich, we actually aren't going to win then. The only way we win is if we win this game and our next and Norwich lose. That's it. Which I don't think is going to happen, if I'm being completely honest. Bermejo's out for 3 weeks as well, so he's not going to be there for any of the games. So it's up to Rourke and Taylor who's going to fill that gap. We really need to get a set-piece specialist as well in the team, because we don't have one. So I'm thinking the Harry Arter's position as a box-to-box might be filled by another box-to-box or a Mazzala, but someone who can actually take a free kick in a corner. Oh, Joe Lolly's now took a knock. This is turning that shit. You know what? We have Sugawara who can play attacking if needs be. He might even do that next game. I'm going to have to swap these. It's the only thing I can do. In fact, now I've just realised, looking at that goal difference, there's no way on God's green earth are we going to even get first place. It doesn't matter. We're just lucky to get promotion then. Bit of an anticlimax, but it's what it is. Start building towards the Prem. Let's try and get Graben top goal scorer though. Penalty. Oh, I couldn't change it. Oh, I wish I'd Graben taken it. Okay, he scored it, that's fine, but shit. I need to change that. Well, I mean, there's no point really for 2 games. I probably should have done some more substitutions actually, because people are really dead. That'll do. Or whatever. We should have won, but we could have done with the win actually. Let's go for it. We have nothing to lose. We just have to match Bournemouth's result, and then we'll be fine. So, Lewis Graben should win. I think if he scores one more goal, he's pretty odds on. But I'll see you in the final game of the season. So here we are, final day of the season. Norwich are champions, but there's still a 3-horse race for the second place. So we have Preston, who are 9th. Brentford have Bristol, who are 7th. And Bournemouth have Stoke in 17th. So here's our last game of the season squad. We're cut pretty thin for attackers, which is not great. I brought McKenna on, who's not fully fit, but the fact that he was in the press saying that the team needs to get together and knock this out of the park, I respect that, and I want him in my starting 11, because I think next season he's going to be my vice captain, with Worrell being my my captain. Here we go. Come on, boys. You'll be damn right that I'll have 11 players in the box. Goalkeeper will be going up if we have to. We'll be doing everything we need to. Unlucky grabbing. That'd have been nice. That'd have been a hot start. What's going on in the other games? Brentford and they're all drawing. Wonderful. Goal kick. Bournemouth are just above me and Brentford are at the top. Oh, Worrell! Captain fantastic. First goal of the season. He's there when it counts. You love to see it. So right now we're promoted. Yatesy on the assist from Burke. What a decision. That big shit house. Love to see it. That's it. We're promoted pretty much. As long as we can hold on to it at least. Ambitious. Nice. Get rid of the ball, Ollie. You can't run with it, son. There we go. Loving this football right now. Penalty. And I need to make sure. Graben should be taking this, right? Graben's got to get the golden boot now. He's surely got to get the golden boot. I'll take second place. No shame in second. Brentford are drawing and Bournemouth are winning. So, as long as we don't choke this and lose, we should be in very good hands. That's a red card as well. It can't get any better this game. Fisher's off. And we've had 3. Early shower. Big game from the boys. I don't know who Brooks actually scored. In fact, no, I think he has. I think he scored like a couple games ago. But it'd be nice to see him score. There we go. That's his first goal of the season. I was wrong what I said before. Just what we needed. Joe Lolly's going to come off now because he's absolutely gassed. You know what? We're going to bring Dawson on. Give him his last run out because he's not getting renewed. We'll bring Sambaso on because he's also not getting renewed. Basharu, I want out at the club. I've told him this. He's not happy with it. Oh, come on, Dawes. Jesus, imagine that. Me bringing him on and him conceding a goal. Come on. There we go. Promotion. You love to see it. Grab and golden boot. That penalty could have done him. A lot of first goal of the seasons as well, actually. Absolute top-class performance. Probably one of the best performances we've done all season. And I guess we've saved the best till last. I was going to do like a separate recording and sort of wrap up the end of the season. But I think I'm just going to do it right here, right now. Because, I mean, just looking at the set budgets here. £37.9 million. This is going to get very, very spicy. So we need to get a big striker in. Because Craven's going to be great, but I don't think he's going to be world-class. We need someone who's going to make a massive difference up top. It's going to need to get another winger, I think, because Maiton's going to be decent, but still need some development time. Likewise with Bermejo, and Burke will probably go out on loan. We need another centre mid actually, which is massive because we can shell out on a big centre mid. But I mean, we can come to all this when we get to it. But 37.9 million is going to be absolutely delicious. What's our wage budget actually right now? I don't even know how to check. So we're gonna have like 100. We're gonna have like 140 grand. Am I being stupid here? No, I think we're gonna have like 180 grand on wages, as well as having the 35 million. There he is, Ronan Burke getting player of the match in the last game of the season. Lovely stuff. Put my arm around him. Come here, Ronan. So the new feature for this year is you get some end of season review, which this will be the first time I've ever seen it. Which is why I've decided to switch the recording back on. So I guess we can go through this and see what the key moments of the season are. The new arrivals. Busy season in the transfer market. It's safe to say there was some good business done in bringing in key new signings who contributed hugely to the season's successes. Scott McKenna was fantastic and we didn't bring him in. Likewise with Umbeso, pretty decent. Didn't bring him in either. I've no idea about what this is supposed to be. Whether Olympiacos gave us £2 as well as Angel Guerrero or what, I've no idea. These loanies was fantastic. Knockout was alright. But most of these are pretty much just from the previous, like in real life. Almeida was a quality signing so far. I think he's starting to fit in nicely. Likewise with Bermejo. Aside from that, these are all old signings, apart from this guy, who was apparently the signing of the season, and he came in January. I'll take that. Season 2, remember, jubilant success for Nottingham Forest, who exceeded expectations from the outset and were eventually promoted. Lewis Grabban, top goal scorer. He loved to see it. That's what we wanted. 92% average home attendance, which should be bumped up in the Prem. Biggest win 4-0. Match to remember 3-0 against Spurs early on in the season. Goal of the season was Lewis Grabban, of course. Marvellous goal from the striker as he dribbles the ball within his own half before scoring a fierce shot. Finances, this isn't so good, that's for sure. Didn't get no sponsor deals for the year. That should come in the next few weeks, I should imagine. Now we're in the Prem. Sponsorship, broadcast revenue. I mean, broadcast revenue. I think we got more games on TV towards the end of the season, because it was mainly because I think the table standings were so tight towards the end. Shirt sales. Grabban, not surprised. Arta, which I'm interested in. So he's not going to be here. Lolly McKenna. I think I understand Lolly McKenna and Grabban, but I'm not sure about these two. I'm expecting Sugawara to maybe be in the top 5 next year because he's Japanese, and something to do with like non-domestic sales probably being increased. Rotate the team a fair amount this season. However, our key players played a major role in how the season turned out. So this is the best 11, which I think I can agree with. I think if anything, I'd probably have took Knockout out, pushed Freeman out wide, and probably put Almeida in here. But that's probably it, because I agree with everything else. So we go with the accolades, hard work and effort paid off the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded. An end of the season award ceremony. This is proper stacked. This. Okay, so club awards, fans player of the season, Joe Worrell. Young player of the season. I think I'm sure he shouldn't count in that category, but it was Joe Worrell again. He's done the double. Signing of the season, Yukinari Sugawara, as expected. Grabban with goal of the season and top goal scorer. Most assists, Luke Freeman. Most player of the match, Grabban. Highest rating was Joe Worrell. And apparently some record breaks here. Grabban with most goals, 30 goals, most clean sheets. Bryce, man of the match. Freeman should be tied with Grabs. Worst discipline was Ryan Yates. Never got sent off, but he got 12 yellow cards. Youngest player and goal scorer was Ronan Burke, with his first appearance being 16 and 205 days old, with his goals scoring age being 16, 241 days. Oldest goal scorer is Grabs, 33 years, 116 days. Probably going to be the oldest goal scorer next season as well. But that's not too bad, that little season review. So next season they want to continue doing all of these, but they want to play counter-attacking football, which for me, I don't want it. I don't want that to happen. I want to be at least in some position to control the game. Ideally, maybe second season is more valid. The 5-year plan, sign players for profit. That's fine. I mean, that's what you do anyway. And then now they've got the 1 year, 2 years for the older players, which I expect to come. And we should stay in the Premier League if I have my way about it anyway. This is going to take a hit now because Dawson's going to go, Christie's going to go, and Freeman's going to go. Nice little sponsorship deal going on here. It's like 1.1 million more. We've got 4 new deals worth 1.5 million per year, which is nice. Helps balance the books a little bit. We are required to pay 170k towards the 9 million loan. Fantastic stuff, Nicholas. Thanks for telling me that one, mate. Yates wants to discuss his contract. That's no problemo with him. We'll do that. He's going to be a player who's going to play a lot next season anyway, so makes sense. But But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop it there and start dealing with all the off-season stuff and get us back to maybe the back end of pre-season, maybe up to the first game of the season in the Premier League. Then it will give us a lot to go over and probably be a bit of a bigger video. Like this is going to be a big video because it's the end of the season and there's some of the follow-up to the season bits that I need to add in. And it's nice to give you a heads up of what the budget's going to be. And for some people who like the finances and all them little like parts of the game, gives you a little chance to see that. Plus, we went through the first tier season review, which is nice. If you've enjoyed this first season of this series, then make sure to drop a like. Any feedback or comments you'd like to make, drop them below. And to stay up to date with all the content that we're doing and to keep up with this series, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And as always, have a good one.